And my ovaries are like, hell, this is too cute.
I wanted breastfeeding to feel a bit more discreet because like I was quite nervous feeding in public, and when people would come over and I'm feeding at home, I felt really exposed. So I started Chic and Discreet, and all these women started following, saying, oh my God, I love that. Can you make one for me? I need that. Can you make one for me? I breastfed both my daughters until they were 3.
Okay.
And so when I stopped feeding
So you were
Ocean,
tandem feeding at a time?
Yeah.
Then? Wow.
I was tandem feeding for about 18 months. I felt like a super mum.
So then you've had a how many year gap between 2 and 3?
7 years.
7 years. So when you told your daughters that you were pregnant with your third, what was their reaction?
Oh my goodness, I didn't even tell them. And then I got a call and I was like, oh, it's probably the midwife. And all I hear is, oh my God, mum's having a baby. And I was like, oh my goodness.
Today on the Dear Mum podcast, we have our first ever duo, but it's not what you think. One of that duo is 4 months old. We have mum and baby duo, Chaneen and baby Dari. Now, he is maybe not talking, but he does tell us what he thinks. The conversation is so wonderful. Chaneen is mother of 3. She has her own business, which we talk about, and she just says it how it is, and I love that. I know you're going to love the conversation, and let's just get straight into it. Oh, but just in case you hear any noise in the background, 1, it might be the baby. 2, it might be because we've got all the windows open in this studio because it is a heat wave and we are all melting. So just bear that in mind. And please don't forget to like, follow, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Let's just get on with it. Chaneen and Dari, I have 2 guests today. You're the first time I've had 2 guests on this podcast.
Oh.
He's the first baby on here, so I'm thrilled.
Special guest
and my
today.
ovaries are like, hell, this is too cute. So I advise anybody to watch this episode, not listen, because you have a cute guest.
Oh, thank you.
So before we get going, would you give me your mum stats? So how many children, how old are they all, and then how would you describe each one?
Oh goodness, okay. So I have 3 children. Jasmine is 8 years old, nearly 9. Ocean is 7 years old. And Dari is 4 months. And I'd say Jasmine is very energetic. She's very confident and she is quite athletic. Ocean is very calm, very soothing and very creative. And then Dari, he's quite new. And he's just super cute. Yeah.
Just cute.
He's
I
the
love
cutest one. Well, no, I
gosh.
can't say that. If the girls listen, they're going to be like, Mum, how could you say he's the cutest one?
Right
he's
now.
a baby. He's
Right now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How interesting how your girls are so different.
I know.
My 2 boys are so different as well. But I could almost tell you they're the same as yours. Energetic, athletic, and then calm comes second.
Yeah.
Which is funny because you often hear that like the second child is the wild one.
I was expecting
Not
that.
for us.
Yeah.
Were you frightened? Because my eldest is the wild one and I was thinking, oh my God.
Yeah. I was
How are we
like,
gonna get worse?
because I had her. And then I was thinking, oh gosh, we're doing this again. I was like, this is going to be crazy. double. But she would just be so serene and so calm. And I was thinking, what's going on?
That is so nice. But I mean, thank God it's that way around, right?
Yeah.
And then, so you have got 3 fairly spread out age ranges.
Yeah.
Do you have many like WhatsApp groups, mum groups that you have to keep on top of? Or do you have a few very select mums that you chat to?
I'm going to say I have a few very select mums. As soon as you mentioned WhatsApp groups, like
know,
anxiety
your face-
spiked. I
your
was like,
face
oh my
just
God.
changed.
Yeah, like I cannot cope with WhatsApp groups. I feel like I've been in so many of them. And then I'll look at my phone and there's like 12,000 messages.
Yes.
I'm like, I can't, and I just don't read
And then you
any
think
of
that's
them.
too many, I'm not gonna go in.
Yeah, so, and that's why like I'm either, I've muted them, archived them, or I've just like, I just don't join them unless I need to. So yeah, very select mums, and we text instead, or we talk on Instagram DMs.
Okay. And it's just quite nice because you know who to go to for what, right?
Yeah.
And I think third time round, you're like, listen, I know what I need and I'm going to go and get it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have the mums in my life that bring that to me. I saw something you put on Instagram about you don't have time for friends who expect a lot from you right now.
Yeah.
And I totally related to that.
Oh my goodness,
You know,
yeah.
some of my best friends, we don't speak that much anymore.
Yeah.
At the moment, because we are all in this manic phase of our life, but that doesn't get held against us. And it's
Exactly.
so important to have friends that don't expect a lot
Friends
from
who
you.
get it and who understand. Yeah. And I think it was interesting because that was a friend who she didn't have any kids. And so she'd known me. I'm very hyperactive. I'm always like answering all the calls, calling all the time. Like I'm usually that way without kids. That was pre-kids. And so she'd known me like that and we were really close. And then suddenly I had kids and I was 50% like that, but it was even hard to just maintain that 50%. And to her, it was like, I just need my friends to be reliable and I just don't feel like you are being reliable. And I was like, what?
Well, you are being reliable,
need?
but to your baby.
To my babies.
And that's where the priority is right now. And so if she, I mean, it's really hard to understand what that feels like when you haven't had kids, because probably one day when she does have kids, if she does, she'll think, oh,
that's it. She's had kids now, which is so nice. And she was just like, wow, you made this look so easy.
There you go.
I can't, like, I don't know how to respond to anyone or to anything. I was like, okay, so now you get it.
I really feel like a lot of, like, you and me, we reply to each other's messages at like 11 p.m, 1 in the morning, when you're up with the feeding and stuff. And we just get that that's how it is. And if you don't reply or I don't reply for a few days, you're going to get a reply at some point. But I feel like you have to make a real conscious effort. I do anyway, just think, right, I'm going to sit down for half an hour, go through my WhatsApps and just get back to people. And it's always like, sorry. It's
an event, isn't it? It's right, there's an event in my day where it's responding to WhatsApp messages or responding to...
So that's why I like voice notes.
Yeah,
because I do them while I'm doing something else or, I find it really helpful. So this is what I wanted this podcast to be, like bringing mums together. So we've got that sort of non-judgmental group chat that you want to be part of, because like you, most women will go, oh, well, I mentioned WhatsApp groups, because you're just like, not another one. I mean, it's coming up to the end of term now. I don't know about you, there's like the leavers group, there's the end of term picnic group, there's like, it's just I can be part of them, but it's so rare that I'm reading what's happening, because it's already the school sends 1,200 emails a day. I know. Are you the mum that always has the right thing that they need to bring in that day, or are you like me who's like, oh, it's not PE, oh, it is PE?
No, I always get in trouble by the kids. Mum, you didn't put me in my Mayan costume. That was this week. Mum, everybody's wearing their Mayan costumes. I was like, when did they tell you that?
And they say, it's in the newsletter. You're like, I don't read the newsletter.
Yeah, that's it. It's in the newsletter. I'm like, but there's a newsletter, but then there's so many other emails, and then there's things that change all the time. Maybe the date changes. I'm not the best at keeping up. And sometimes I kind of give myself a hard time about that. But at the same time, I'm like, do you know what? Like, I am doing the best that I can.
Totally.
Like, most of the time they are in the costume. That's good enough.
Also, they're being fed, like all the important things. Yes, they didn't have the right costume, but they had their lunch, or they had, you know what I mean? But I have mum friends at school that sort of know what I'm like, I know what they're like. And so they will send me a message like, oh, don't forget. It's this today. Sports day's been moved or whatever. And it's so helpful to find your tribe of mums that support you with what you need.
Exactly. I have 2 mums like that, one in each of their classes. Oh, sorry, sweetie. Oh, bless you. You're going for it.
Got a baby sneeze. It's probably one of the best sounds in the whole world, don't you think? So I just want to quickly circle back round to the Chaneen before babies.
Okay.
What was your life like before you got pregnant for the first time?
Okay, so my adult life, Chaneen before babies, I was very free-spirited. I was like on the plane somewhere, and I'd just be in a different location like every even on the weekends. Like, I'd finish on a Friday and just get on a plane to like Dusseldorf in Germany. Wow. And then like just spend the weekend and then run back in to the school playground, because I was a teacher. With my suitcase, like just on time, like, sorry, it's a bit delayed, and I'm on duty with my suitcase in the corner. And I was just like living a great experience of freedom. Like, that was really important to me. Didn't really have much of a plan. Didn't know what the future held for me, or I didn't even really know what I wanted in the future, but I was very present, very, very present. Like, what am I doing right now in the present moment? Yeah, that's pretty much.
I love that. And that free-spirited sort of way of life comes down with a crash landing when you have a baby, doesn't it?
Yes.
How did that all feel? Like, because you were fairly young when you had your first, weren't you?
Yeah.
Were you ready for it? Was it a surprise? Like, how did that all come about?
So I was 25 when I had my first daughter, and very energetic still. Because it was only one baby, I felt like it was quite easy. So I was still flying. Like, I remember her being 5 months old, and we went on a solo trip to Greece, and I was used to going on solo trips by myself. So I thought, I'll just put her in the carrier on my front or on my back, and we'll just like go hike, go to the beach, go and do all these things. And then I remember sitting in a restaurant, eating dinner, and be like, oh, I need to go to the toilet. And I was like getting up to go to the toilet, and I was like, I can't just leave the baby here. Like, what do I do? And it was in that moment I realized I'm not completely the same as who I was before.
It's not just me anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I kind of like put her in the carrier, and I tried to get to the toilet. I think I was wearing an all-in-one that time, and then I had to take her off. It was like a lot was happening, and I thought this was fun. but I don't think I can do it like this. I can't just be so free-spirited.
Yeah, there comes a time where you're like, I don't want my life to change for the baby, but some parts of it do need to start changing. But were you quite accepting of that? Were you like, right, let's just move on?
Yeah.
What's life like now?
I just thought, okay, just stay closer to home really, and like have someone who is with me, who's like me and who's with me. And so I had a really good friend from school who also had just had a baby. And so we were literally like everywhere in London. We were like in Hyde Park, going out to eat. That's when I started Chic and Discreet as well. So we were like doing photo shoots with mums. And
tell me about that quickly. So you started a brand. You thought, I know, I'm not busy enough. Let's do a
It was literally that. I was like, right, I'm stuck here now, so I'm a bit bored. What do I do? So I started Chic and Discreet. So I was breastfeeding, and I remember, you know, when
Chic and Discreet. What a cool name. I love
that.
that.
Thank you. Yeah, because I feel like I'm quite a chic person.
You
and
are.
I wanted to come across as that. But then also I wanted breastfeeding to feel a bit more discreet, because like I was quite nervous feeding in public. And when people would come over and I'm feeding at home, I felt really exposed in some of like the nursing vests and the nursing bras. I just felt like I was all out.
Also, they're not chic.
They're not, exactly.
There isn't that much out there that's good for breastfeeding that actually makes you feel good and looks nice.
Yeah. And so that's just something that I started doing. And it was really like just a t-shirt with a hole in the middle and like a panel that I sewed over. That was my first ever design. And I'm so proud of myself. So I just started posting it online, and I didn't even know you could follow strangers at that time. I didn't know you could follow people that you didn't know. It was literally like, oh, my friends and family can see what I'm up to with the baby. And all these women started following, saying, oh my God, I love that. Can you make one for me? I need that. Can you make one for me? So it kind of just formed itself. Yeah.
And so what you're wearing right now is from there too.
So we've come a long way from the early days. Yes. And so this is an all-in-one. Don't know if you can see, but it's like an all-in-one, and then you kind of just like move it to the side and you can feed, and it just looks really good.
I love
and
that.
You know that story that I just told you about being in Greece and wearing an all-in-one, and I had the baby on. I've designed it in a way that if you are a baby wearer as well and you need to go to the toilet, you can do that without having to take it all off. Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah. There's like some zips down here. Yeah.
Because there's so many times that I've been on the toilet wearing a baby, trying to take off my clothes without waking the baby up.
Yes.
It takes a mum to design something like that, doesn't it?
It does. It really, really does.
A man would just not understand
You
that.
just wouldn't get it. You wouldn't even know that that's a situation that we are ever in.
No, exactly. Oh, I love that. And so have you kept that business going the whole time, or has it been like ebbing and flowing a little bit?
So it was going for the first 6 years of motherhood. So I breastfed both my daughters until they were 3.
Okay.
And so when I stopped feeding
you were
Ocean,
tandem feeding at a time?
Yeah.
Then? Wow.
I was tandem feeding for about 18 months.
That's so impressive. I'm very impressed.
It was great. It was really good time in my life. I felt like a super mum.
Yeah.
More than ever before. Like I felt like I'm feeding 2 babies with my body, and it was just so incredible.
I cannot even imagine how hungry you felt though. Because feeding one baby, I've never felt hunger like it. Producing enough milk for 2, I can't imagine.
I know. But that's the thing. I don't even know if I was eating enough, because when I look back at pictures, I'm like, oh, I was really thin. But I just didn't feel hungry. I don't know.
Because you're probably just busy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was probably so busy that I was just like, who's next? Big baby, small baby?
Next.
Which one needs me?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, you are super mum. And so around that time you carried the business on.
I carried on the business, and I was like really active in it. And then when Ocean was weaned at 3 years old, I was like, oh, I'm not breastfeeding anymore, so
don't need the
it's
clothes.
not and so I just stopped. But now I've had Zara and I'm breastfeeding again. I'm like, let's pick this up. And I'd love right now to grow it to a place, to learn enough about business, because like I said, it kind of happened by accident. I didn't even know anything about business, but to learn enough about business so that it can keep running beyond me, so it becomes bigger than me. And after I finish breastfeeding, it's still going, serving mums who want to be chic and discreet while they're breastfeeding.
Yes. Yeah. Or you should. I mean, it's the same issue I have with my business, in that it's grown because I am the customer.
Yeah.
Like you, and then suddenly you're not anymore, and it's like, oh, hang on a sec. So I totally feel you on that, but you should not give that up, because it's so good. Oh my God, as soon as I opened the door to you earlier, that colour, I was like, oh, I need it.
I love colour. I do.
Oh,
I'm like, and I love, every time I see you, I'm like, so colourful.
Oh,
so colourful.
I don't
it's like
love
a hit
wearing
of dopamine.
Black. Yes, I love colour.
White. Yeah.
I feel like also when you're coming in and out of motherhood, wearing colour just brings so much joy, doesn't it? When you're
Yeah.
feeling exhausted and, you know, you were saying that Dari's going through a sleep regression.
Yes, he is.
Sounds very awake right now.
He really does. He's teething as well.
Oh, God. Yeah, all
Yeah.
colours at the same time.
Yeah.
So putting on a colourful outfit
Yeah.
when you're feeling that exhausted just can really pick up your day, can't it?
Yeah.
Just make you feel a little bit more you again.
Yeah.
Because I really went through a lot of the early months of motherhood wearing leggings and a hoodie. I didn't make a lot of effort. And then something changed in me where I was like, I want to feel nicer in my clothes again.
Yeah.
And it's been no going back.
Yeah.
Just loved it.
Oh, stunning.
Loved it.
If you see me wearing black, I'm just not feeling good. Like, that is literally pretty much it. Like,
The only thing I have that's black is like gym shorts or leggings.
Yeah.
I don't own any other black clothes.
yeah, same. Pretty much. I have designed this one in black because a lot of mums do like black.
Yes.
So I
can't assume that everyone wants to be a
yeah,
rainbow like
exactly.
us.
Yeah. So yeah, if I'm wearing that, or if I'm wearing like, I've got a really nice black jumper.
But if you're like me, you'd wear that with a really bright necklace and like
Yes.
big earrings. And
Yeah. So there's still a pop of colour happening. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. So talk to me about your girls then. So they are very close in age. What's the age gap? Do you want me to hold him? I don't mind holding him.
Yeah.
Would you?
That'll be cute. Oh, he likes your trousers.
Oh, yeah, they're interesting, aren't they? Okay.
Yeah.
So your girls are very close in age. What's their age gap?
So they're 19 months between them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my boys are 20 months. So
Oh,
yeah, good to chat to someone else who's
he
gone
gets
through
it.
that.
Yeah.
It's quite a lot.
I was going to
isn't it?
say, you probably know what it's like having a small baby and a big baby.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, because when I had my second, my eldest just seemed really big.
Yeah.
And looking back, he was so little
Yeah,
still.
so
Wasn't even
tiny.
2.
Yeah.
But compared to a newborn, they're huge.
Yeah. Yeah. Like when you lay them side by side, it's like this one's that big and this one's
I
like,
know.
yeah.
I know. And so how was it bringing the second one home?
Yeah. So, well, I had her at home.
Oh, wow.
And it was really lovely.
Was your eldest there?
My mum collected her as I was going into labour and then brought her back like the next morning.
Okay.
So that was really nice. That was really sweet. And like in the Moses basket, we bought some gifts for her. So because we didn't know what she would be like, but I was preparing her before. I was like, oh, like you are going to be a big sister and there's going to be a baby and babies do this. And, you know, so we would talk about it, we'd read stories about it, we'd play games about it.
It's hard to know what they take in at that age though, isn't it? 'Cause
Yeah.
they're so little still. We did the same. We got a doll.
Yeah.
But at one point I found the doll head down in a laundry basket. So I thought, okay, well,
I wonder how this is going to
I
go.
wonder how he's going to react. But I guess, yeah, talking about it is all you can do, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
And did they get on straight away, or how did it go down?
Yeah. So at the beginning, obsessed with each other. Obviously, the baby was just babying.
Obsessed with attention.
Yeah. But yeah, and so because I was still feeding Jasmine, it was like, we're gonna share. And so when I had the doll, I would like make it feed, pretend to feed, and
Right,
she'd feed.
so sweet.
So because I kind of knew that I'd be feeding both of them. But yeah, so at the beginning, they absolutely loved and adored each other, and then there was a delayed jealousy, I think,
Interesting.
which I think is lingering now.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think
7, 8 years later.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the best way I
And
can put
did
it.
she take home her frustration out on her sister or on you?
On her sister. Kind of like, let's say the baby's like spitting up and I'm like, oh, we need to clean the baby. She's like, baby always spit. Like,
Right.
like a
She's
bit
ruining
like
all the fun.
Yeah. But like, it was obviously quite funny and quite cute when she was really, really young. But now I don't think it's jealousy so much, but I think it is like, I am your older sister. And if I tell you what you have to do,
I'm head of this house.
Yeah, pretty much. And because they're so different, like my youngest is very calm and like, okay then, like, sure,
This
we'll
is
just do
exactly
it your way.
the same as my boys. It's very interesting to watch it play out because the oldest gets what they want because everyone's just like wants a happy life.
Yeah.
And it's just easier to give the eldest what they
Whatever
want.
they want, yeah.
So we had it the opposite way round. My eldest was frustrated with the baby a bit, but would never take it out on him.
Yeah.
Me. He was furious with me.
What did he do?
Oh, he, for a while, he didn't want me to do anything.
Yeah.
He didn't want me to put him to bed. But then it's flipped. He wanted me to do everything. And so when I was feeding his brother, he would do anything naughty to get me to stop feeding.
Yeah.
Climbing on tables, pulling everything out the drawers. And it was very clever because it got me to immediately stop the breastfeeding. And he would do things that he knew would make me go over to him.
Yeah.
And I do get it. I really understand that their world has been disruptive, but it's
just my
disrupted.
mum.
But now they're older, I'm like, you're so lucky.
Yeah.
You've got
You've got each other.
You've got your best friends.
That's how I
with you.
feel.
And I say to them all the time, you don't have to be best friends.
Yeah.
But you do have to have each other's back.
Yeah.
And you know, and they do.
Yeah.
I think even if they're not getting on, when push
Yeah.
comes to shove in their playground or wherever,
Yeah.
they will back each other up.
Yeah. That's like the girls as well.
And that's the most important thing,
Yeah.
don't you think? But it is like having two babies.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are teething. He's
He really
gnawing away at my
is.
hand.
That is his favourite thing to do right now.
Well, you gnaw away, my friend, because they're all clean for you. So then you've had a how many year gap between 2 and 3?
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about this. So how did you feel being pregnant after a big break? Had things changed and like products were different? And
Yeah. So being pregnant, I got pregnant and it was a heat wave. It was the summer. Like it was pretty much a year ago now. And I was like pregnant. So first trimester, both of the older kids. Usually I'm quite big on like reduced screen time, not like no screen time, but like reduced. So we're doing things, we're going out, we're doing arts and crafts. Like there's literally paint on my ceiling at home because I'm like, just do stuff.
Yeah.
And when I was pregnant, I was like taking naps and still like trying to get them to paint and do things. And it was a mess every day. It still kind of is. I haven't got that paint off yet. But I feel like after a year later, I'm finally ready to tackle these things.
I mean, my first trimester of third pregnancy, they did a lot of screen time.
Yeah.
I called it lying down parenting.
Yeah. And that's where we got to. In the first trimester, I was feeling like I can't keep this up.
No.
So I got them a Nintendo and they just played Mario every single day. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I think that is a brilliant parenting decision.
Yeah.
Own that decision.
Yeah. Right now,
I
like
love
it's so
that.
good as well. Like, so now it's kind of 50-50. I'm like, well, they're used to it now. And I think it's quite good. It's really bonding.
It's also, I was going to say, they play it together.
Yeah.
And they're not just staring at a screen, you know, gormlessly.
And when their friends come around, because like we were that house where all the friends would come. And so I think all the friends found it quite difficult that I was saying, no, or not right now. I still tried to keep the balance of like how it used to be, but I was like, there has to be a limit. You guys can't just come first thing in the morning, because we live in like a space where there's lots of kids and like they can play outside and one parent knows where everybody lives. So if something happens, you know, like, but if it's like a rainy day or something, they'd usually come around to my house. And I was like, no, come after 1 o'clock, come after this.
Yeah,
and they
I'm
were
pregnant,
all,
I'm tired.
yeah, like they would get quite frustrated. So I was like, Nintendo, and they would all play. And then one of the neighbors had the exact same one, so they could kind of sync it up.
Right.
And it was just, I was like, this is really lovely. Like, so lying down parenting. Is that what you called it?
Yeah.
That's what
I tried to invent, because my two were younger than yours. I tried to invent games like, let's pretend you're both doctors and I'm really ill and you need to give me all the tests to see what's wrong with me. Or then I did pretend I'm a road and let's drive your cars all up and down my legs.
So fun.
Or their favourite game, which was brilliant, they're the parents and I'm the baby and they have to put me to bed. I was like,
that's genius.
Yes, we could absolutely play that game every day of my life. So when you told your daughters that you were pregnant with your third, what was their reaction? Because obviously they're so much older and can get it.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even tell them. They found out.
Oh my gosh, how?
So we were going to London Zoo and I was in the car park trying to like sort everything out. And then I got a call and I was like, oh, it's probably the midwife. So I answered the phone and they was like, they asked me a series of questions. And at the end they said, how would you like to like give birth? And I said, I want to have a home birth this time, because I had a home birth before. And all I hear is, oh my God, mum's having a baby. And I was like, oh my goodness, like I didn't even want to tell them yet. And that was so early on that from that moment, everybody knew. Like,
no, 'cause they just told everyone.
They told literally everyone. Like the friend that I was meeting, before I even got up to her to say hi, they'd run up the road and told her, and she came to me, she was like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant.
And you'd barely accepted it yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had a lot of support from day dot.
Yeah.
And were they excited? Sounds like they were.
Everybody was so excited. Yeah. Like so excited to know that I was pregnant. Even more excited when they found out it was a boy.
Really?
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you that. So you found out he was a boy.
Yeah.
And what was your initial feelings?
It was just absolute joy. I was ecstatic. Like we did a gender reveal. So in the scan, I didn't find out, but like she wrote it down and I gave it to my sister. And then I invited like all my friends and family around 2 days later. And we did this huge like balloon. Actually, first of all, I did a prank and I did like one of these pulley things. And I was like, what is it? And it was like gold. And everybody's like, what is that? What is that? And like Bola was like, babe, what are we having?
he wasn't in on
He
the
didn't
prank.
know. It was only me and my sister who knew. And I was just like, yeah. And I was like, why are you excited? And then we did it again. And this one I didn't know. And then it was like blue and it's like the house was shaking. Everyone was jumping and like cheering. Yeah, it was amazing.
I love me a big gender reveal.
Yeah. Did you do one as well?
We basically, for the boys who didn't find out,
Yeah.
for Darcy we did, because Alfie was telling everybody it was a girl. And so I just thought we might need to prepare him if it's not a boy, because he was like, nope, not a boy.
Yeah.
And we did the same thing in the scan. Didn't find out, but she wrote it on a card, and then we opened it in the car park. We couldn't wait.
Oh my God.
We opened it in the car park, and so we found out together.
Yeah.
And then what I'd done is I had made some cupcakes, and I had just at home already, and I scooped the middle out and then put some pink icing in. So when the boys came home from nursery, they found out.
That's so sweet.
And then we sent that video to all of our family of them finding out.
that
So
is
we didn't do a
beautiful.
big party, but it was so fun.
Yeah.
I loved finding out. I loved having a surprise on the day
Yeah.
and also finding out. It was good, and also different for me because I could say she
Yeah.
in the pregnancy rather than it.
Yeah.
Did you find out with the girls?
I did.
Yeah, so I enjoyed guessing the whole way, but
Yeah.
there was something special about saying, "Oh, she's kicking," or
Yeah,
"It's for her," or whatever, or he.
Yeah.
So I did love that.
Oh
So they
my
were really
gosh.
excited. And did they get involved in like name choosing? Because I've never had old enough children to get into all that.
That's so
with.
true. Yeah, they did. They wanted me to call him a series of names. There was Jamie, because it was like Jasmine. Henry, I don't know where that one came from. There was Everest, which is actually his middle name.
I like that name.
Yeah,
Oh, his
yeah.
middle name.
Yeah.
And that was their idea.
Sort of. So my mum, she wanted to call him because I've got Jasmine and Ocean, which are both like natural elements, right?
Yeah.
And so she wanted to call him Kilimanjaro, and I was like, "You're having me on. Like, you are having a laugh. That's never gonna happen." Yeah. And she was like, "You might as well call him after a mountain." And then we settled on Everest, but it seemed like a joke. But the girls were really like adamant that we would call him that, because my mum passed away about a year and a half before he was coming. Yeah.
It was nice to honour her with that.
Yeah. So now he's
Not
Darry
Kilimanjaro.
Everest. No way.
Because also, you know what people are going to nickname him?
Oh my gosh.
Like Kill is the beginning of his name. You don't want that nickname,
exactly.
do you? But Everest is
I think that's
a
cute,
really
yeah.
cool name. I love
and like
that.
Ocean loved it because it's from Paw Patrol.
Yes, I was
She
gonna
loved
say.
Paw Patrol. Yeah. Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
He's got a very cool name. Yeah. Which, you know, my boys wanted to call Darcy Dave. Yeah, they knew she was a girl, but Dave, or the other name was Pom Pom.
Pom Pom. Oh, that's cute.
So yeah, she was neither of those names,
Yeah,
but
like-
it's nice in a pregnancy to be able to call her Pom Pom Dave.
Yeah.
And did you give birth to him at home?
Oh my goodness, I started giving birth to him at home.
Oh,
And I did not want to go in at all. I wasn't ready because he was coming 2 weeks early.
oh,
Yeah. So I hadn't even packed his the hospital bag or anything. I was just not ready, and he was coming, and I was like, okay, we're gonna do this at home. We'll stay at home. We'll just carry on. But yeah, there were complications, and the midwife was like, we need to get you in. And I was like advocating for myself, like, no, I want to have a home birth. But I didn't realize how bad it was getting. And so in the end, I was like, okay, like I will just trust the process and trust that you guys have my best interest at heart. So I will come in. But yeah, I was quite sad at the beginning. But then I got given the epidural, which
aren't they good?
like but the thing is, like, I was of the opinion that like you shouldn't get them because they have whatever, you know. And then I thought, you know what, like I think I need it, so give it to me. And everything was bliss after that. I was
do
like,
you know how amazing it is when it kicks in and you
Yeah.
think, why didn't I have this earlier?
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, so
Okay,
50-50.
so it worked out in the end, but it
Yeah.
wasn't a home birth.
yeah.
And then I want to know, how was it bringing back a third baby, when your older two are old enough to sort of understand?
Yeah.
Bringing a third baby home for me was like bringing another baby home to my already babies, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But did you feel really different?
100%.
Like you had lots of support from your family, or the girls not so much support?
They were incredibly supportive
Were
from the
they?
beginning. Yeah, they were. Even throughout pregnancy, like my eldest made me dinner one day. I was in bed, like lying down parenting. They were playing Nintendo, and I was like complaining of being so hungry, but also being tired. And she came back with like fish fingers. They were I don't know if she microwaved them or what, but they were like
A bit cold.
still cold. There was mashed potatoes on there and some peas, and it was like, here, this is for you. And I was like eating it, thinking, I don't know how much of this I have to eat, but
Yeah, am I going to get
That's so
food poisoning?
sweet.
Or
Yeah.
that's really kind.
yeah.
Oh
And
my
so
gosh, I
she's been
love
taking
that.
care of me. And my youngest as well, like she'd get me things all the time, like, Mum, just checking on you, do you need anything?
Whereas I need a snack.
Yes, it's going to be
What's for
completely
dinner?
different.
So I got the opposite. My kids knew I was pregnant, couldn't care less.
Yeah, it's just like, well, I still need you. Like,
Yeah.
they definitely, I felt like they needed me way less this time around.
Okay.
And like when I brought him back, they wanted to like hold him all the time. They wanted to like snuggle with him till this day. When we want to get Ocean up for school, she never wants to get up. But like if I'm like, oh babe, I'm just gonna nip downstairs for something, Dari's by himself, I'll be back in a minute, she will run out of bed. Where's Dari? Like, why is he by himself? We can't leave him by himself.
Oh.
And so yeah, she's like that. Like you just hear.
I really feel like the third baby is everyone's baby.
Yeah.
Even if like with my kids who are a bit younger, she's our baby.
Yeah.
And like you must have that even more.
Yeah.
And actually, I don't know, it's like a really lovely thing for the whole family.
Yeah.
Don't you think he's so lucky?
He's so blessed. Like he is. Like I used to think, oh, I feel bad because I'm spending so much time with him and not so much with the girls. But they get it, first of all. And then also they get to spend so much time with him and they love that. And when I'm focused on them, I'm like, oh, he's not getting all of me. Like they used to get so much more of my attention, especially my first daughter, but he gets their attention as well.
Yes.
So it's like, we're all sharing.
Everyone's benefiting.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so lovely. And then if you compare the postpartum period third with your first, is there things that you're doing much more differently now because you have experience and you know what to do? Like how are you treating it differently?
So first of all, like I've got stronger boundaries. I didn't even know to have boundaries the first time around.
I mean, what's a boundary?
Like it was literally just like, oh, you want to come see the baby? Okay. Like I'm still like, bloody and just not feeling good, but people want to come, so let them come. This time around I was like, no, not until I feel like I'm ready. And everybody was like, okay, like just let us know when we can. And some people would constantly remind me that they wanted to come, but they were like, okay, that I was saying not yet. And so first of all, boundaries. Second of all, like taking care of myself. I didn't take care of myself. I took care of the baby in the first pregnancy. But in this last one, it's like I'm going to make sure I'm eating really well. I'm going to make sure that I'm taking my supplements all throughout pregnancy. I did all through like breastfeeding till now. I'm still taking them every single day, like stretching, laying down, doing breath work, like all of these. I've just learned so much. I didn't know.
Well, you need to make sure you're okay because you're the one looking after the kids.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's so, and it comes with experience. Because I think first time round you think, it's not about me, it's about the baby.
It's about the baby.
And actually, the longer that goes on, the harder it is to pick yourself back up out of that hole.
Yeah.
That's amazing that you're doing that. And how do you feel as a result?
I feel incredible.
Are you enjoying it more?
I am. I'm definitely enjoying it more. And I feel like I've healed so much faster, or I feel like I've kind of gotten my pink back so much faster, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like, there's that phrase of like, the flamingos lose their pink when they've had baby flamingos, but then it comes back after like 2 years. And so that pretty much summed it up the first time around. It took about 2 years for me to really feel like myself. I was still doing a lot. Like I said, I was traveling and things, but I just wasn't taking care of myself. I then got pregnant again and like, yeah. But this time around, I was like, absolutely have a plan and know that part of the plan or the priority in the plan is you, like me.
Yes.
Take care of yourself, eat well, move your body, accept help, ask for help.
Yeah, well, I think that's the main thing. People want to help you, but they can't if you don't let them.
Yeah, exactly. And if you, like, sometimes, like, help does, I don't know, it looks different for everyone. For me, like, doing the girls' hair is such a big deal. It literally takes the whole weekend. If I'm doing both of their heads.
So you do it yourself?
I do it myself,
Wow.
Yeah, because I could take them to the hairdressers, but, like, they always complain that it hurts. Like, have you ever had, like, cane rows or...
I've had one on a holiday in Spain and it gave me a migraine. It was so tight.
Yeah, it can be like that, exactly. So, like, I like to do it myself, but it's something that I'm like, oh, we need to take them to the hairdressers. And, like, Bola took them to the hairdressers once and they cried the whole time. And he was like, I will never do that again.
So that's on you.
Yeah, but like, he's always quite supportive. But this time around, he was like, I'll take them. Again, one of them was like crying. He was like, I don't know why I agreed to that. He was more traumatized than they were. Because once they'd done, they're like, oh yeah, I love it. I look amazing. And he's just like, oh my goodness.
I'll never do that again.
Yeah. But so now we're like just working out other ways. It's like, can we get a hairdresser to come around to the house? Yes. Okay, let's do that then. And they can take breaks and I can kind of oversee everything and I don't have to do everything. And like cooking and, people coming around to cook and to clean. I don't know. The first time around, I wouldn't let anyone. I'd feel
it's
like,
funny, isn't it? 'Cause
yeah.
I was the same. I think we feel like we should be able to do it all.
Yeah.
And if we're asking for help, then probably because we're not good enough or we can't cope. But actually, I don't know any mum who doesn't get a bit of help somewhere.
Yeah,
It might
yeah.
not be a full-time nanny, but it might be
Yeah.
a school run with a friend, or
Yeah.
I don't know, someone bring
Yeah.
you around dinner when they know you've got a busy week, and it makes so much difference,
makes
doesn't
such
it?
a
So the
difference.
mental load, you're like, great, that's ticked off. I
Yeah.
can focus on something. It's not like you're going to get help and then do nothing.
Exactly.
I mean,
But
wouldn't that
even
be
if you
nice?
did,
Yeah,
that's absolutely fine.
if you could do
Yeah.
nothing, then I would
Yeah.
recommend.
Yeah.
But I think it's like we're supposed to have a village, right?
Yeah.
So actually, sometimes when you don't automatically have one around you, just got to bring it in.
Yeah.
Find
That's
who
it.
you want in your village and
Yeah.
create it.
Yeah.
But also be that village
To other people.
for other people.
That's how you grow a village, by being a villager and by offering that support. And yeah, like for me, a big thing is the village. Like that's, as I'm relaunching Chic and Discreet, like a massive component of that is the village, and like having a place for mums to come and ask for help and support and offer it as well.
Yes.
And I just feel like, I don't know how it will unfold or how it's going to happen, but it will be so good to have like a platform where mums can be like, I'm based in Southeast London and I've got a doctor's appointment. If someone could come to that appointment and maybe sit in the waiting room with my son or my daughter, and then someone like, yeah, great, I can do that. And like, oh, but then I've got this thing and I won't be able to cook. Like maybe you can make extra. And like, you know, I think that would be incredible. And
Because
so
as a mum, you want it. When I'm in the position to help another mum, I want to do it.
Yeah.
Because I know how it feels in the moment when you're in the chaos and you need the help. But you're not always in that chaos. So when you have a moment of, breather,
Yeah.
you think, right, how can I help someone else?
How can I help someone else?
That's a
Exactly.
great idea. You should absolutely do that.
Yeah. I've got still a lot to learn, but once I know how to do it, then I will put that together. But even like just the other day, I was doing the photo shoot for the pictures for the website, and I was like, I'm probably going to need help because I know I'm going to have Dari with me. And so I don't know if you've ever heard of Holdology.
No.
It's like a postpartum doula, and she kind of helps with in-home and at events and that kind of stuff. So I was like, I'm at a shoot, and I know we spoke about you helping me at home. That part didn't happen, but would you be able to come on the set and like help? And she was like, absolutely, whatever you need. You're a mum, you've just had a baby, this is my job. And she wasn't only helping me, she was helping like all the mums, and it was just so,
We had a
really at peace.
postnatal doula after number 3, and it was brilliant.
It was right.
Brilliant. I didn't, at the beginning, I almost didn't know how to use the help.
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to
Doing it.
struggling along
Yeah.
no matter what. And actually, I really eased into it. And on the day she would come, I'd think, yes, she's coming
it'll be
today.
amazing.
She would bring me a smoothie. She'd ask what I wanted her to cook. Like,
Oh my
it
goodness.
feels like a treat, but actually,
Yeah.
it's what we should all have, isn't
Exactly.
it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So some people have it through family, some people have to pay for it or
Yeah.
ask for favours. But I think
Yeah. But I
learning
think
to
that's
ask
fine.
is a huge skill, isn't it? And once
Yeah.
you do it a few times, you think, that's fine. I don't mind asking.
It's absolutely, I 100%, if I had another baby, like throughout pregnancy, I'd do it this time. I wouldn't have to just wait until, I've had the baby, now let's get help.
Yeah.
Help me now.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm
There's
so
baby in there.
invested in this business idea.
Yeah.
You must do that.
Yeah.
You must, because there'll be mums listening to this thinking, I want to
Oh
help.
my goodness, exactly. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it. Right, well, we could talk for so long. I love talking to mums of 3 as well, because it's like a little club you get entered into of like, well, we're just living in chaos
Which
now.
is absolutely, like we're doing our best.
I actually feel like mums of 3 or parents of 3, I don't know, but is it because our standards are lower? But I feel like there's like an energy shared between a parent of 3. I'm like, you feel calm, even though I know your life's not calm.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you have to learn to be calm in the chaos. Like you have to be like, everything's up in the air right now.
I know, and I say to my husband, like, chaos is just what comes with having multiple children. It's nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
It's just loud. It's just messy.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
I
lots
walk
of
around the
stuff.
house looking at things, being like, right, that's destroyed, but that's what
Well,
it's like having 3 kids. Like that's just
kids live here, so it looks like they live here, and that's fine.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
they do. Right, I would love you to grab a post-it note
Okay.
and write something that you think another mum would like to read, no matter how many children they've got. Something, just pick them up on a day when
Okay.
they might need it.
So what will I write? Soak it in. Soak it all in while you can. Soak it
I
all
like
in.
that. That's a way better way of saying it than enjoy it all.
Yeah.
Soak it in, the good and the bad, the hard and the easy, rather than you have to enjoy everything. Because I think that's a real pressure, isn't it?
It's true, because not all of it is enjoyable, and that's okay. That's totally fine. But soaking it all in and just experiencing what life actually is giving you, I think is so much better than wishing for, I wish I have a clean house, or I wish that they were older, I wish that I could have my old self back, or just soak it in. And this is what we have right now.
I know.
And that's beautiful right now. And this is just, this too shall pass, or this is only a season.
Do you know what? You're so right. And I was looking at my kitchen table yesterday and there's like pen marks all over it.
Yeah. Same.
And I thought one day I'll look at that and our kids will be older and not living at home anymore, and I'll have all the memories of them little drawing on the table. So you're so right. Soak it in. I love that.
I love it.
Thank you for coming to chat to me today. I have so much more I want to talk to you about, but I feel like I've got to stop there.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And little Diary was so perfectly behaved. Oh my gosh. First baby guest, and he was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you as well.